Hi, my name is Jennafer Newberry, and I am the Glinda standby at Wicked on Broadway, and I am a citizen of Oz. I had auditioned for the show a couple times already, and I remember doing my survival job and being by the Wicked Theater, like getting out of the subway, looking up and being like, oh, and just dreaming. Literally a few days later in my inbox was an audition saying, hey, come in tomorrow. It was for the tour or for Broadway. They were looking for both, and it was for the understudy Glinda. I ended up going in the next day. I auditioned on that Friday. I found out on Monday that they wanted me to come back in and dance on Tuesday. Got a call on Wednesday that I was getting the offer. And then that Saturday, I was in Denver, Colorado, starting to learn the show. So really fast, almost a week. My debut performance was in Seattle, Washington, and it was so wild. I remember standing behind the curtain before it raised and starting to get super emotional. And then I said, no, you have to do a show, shut that down. And so I shut it down, and I allowed myself to feel it for a moment because it's this like culmination of a dream, right? But then I locked in and I got to do the show, and it was so special. As actors and theater artists, we dream about these huge, like to be a part of something like this, a show like this. And then we get the opportunity to do it, and we're like so excited, and then it hits us, I actually have to do it. So I think that getting that call, finding out that I was gonna do it and be in the ensemble was remarkable. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is a very hard show. It's very physical, it's hard to sing. The degree of excellence that you have to hold yourself to is just remarkable. And then getting to prove to yourself that you can do that 8 shows a week, and then getting to do that as Glinda when I played her on the road, same thing. Just getting to realize, okay, this is hard, but it is absolutely doable. And these are the things, and this is the way I have to live. But yeah, I think just like proving to myself that it's possible and that I can do that and sustain that, it's really awesome. I think one of the most rewarding parts is definitely when we get to meet people at the stage door who are like, I've traveled from fill in the blank, and it's so far away. And they were like, I came here to see this show on Broadway. And you got to be a part of that experience that they will carry with them. And also just like getting to see the new generation experiencing our show. It's like catching lightning in a bottle, that you have a show that has this kind of staying power. And like 22 years later, you're still somebody's one of their first witches. Kids are coming to see the show that weren't even born when this opened. And that parents are getting to bring their children, and these parents are like, I saw the original cast, and now my child gets to see you. That's amazing. Like, I could only dream that that I get to bring my daughter one day, and she gets to have her own first pair of witches. I think like with any role, over time, you find different nuances within the characters. And I think that I had an idea of who she was at the beginning. And over time, she's become more and more of a fully fleshed out human, which is the goal. Over the time of playing with different Elphabas and playing with different Fieros and different Bachs and Nessas, and everyone across the board, they draw something new out of you, and you get to see the character through a different lens. One of my favorite things about her is how big she feels things. She feels the highs really high and the lows really low, but I think more than anything, I just love her heart, because so often people are like, oh, she's the funny blonde, but she's so much more than that, and she really cares about the people around her. I think she's great.